This is Mr. Impact Wrestling himself, Moose, and you're listening to the Irish Whip.
Hookers? Hookers and Coke?
Hookers and Coke, man.
You're the only pro wrestler I know that wants to do this shit in the morning.
Yeti, you're a f***ing moron.
Put it this way, I think Sami Callihan might as well just change his name to Invader
I
Warner.
want to know why. Like, he can dodge any question. Like, I'll tell anyone that. You can tell me but I'm going to ask specific questions.
Promotional consideration paid for by the following.
WrestlingNewsSource.com. For all the rest of you yahoos who are out there dilly-dillying you little wankers, we're actually receiving real wrestling news.
This is
Brett screwed Brett.
Who are you to doubt El Dandy? Because this guy's a serious professional.
Brett screwed Brett.
Hold two! Arm bar!
Hey, get a nice shot of the brand new Mr. and Mrs. Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
I hate you. I hate you. I hate your hat. I hate your t-shirts. I hate your wristbands. I hate your shoes. I hate your music. I hate the C Nation. I hate everything that you stand for.
Sodas rule.
Yeah, they do.
Recording of yours.
Yeah. Look at the microphone, bitch.
Oh, you got the Yeti. You got the blue one. That's the miniature one, right?
Oh, it's full size.
Oh, okay. Oh, Jesus. I'm sorry. It just looks small in your hand next to your fat fucking head. Yes. Yes. I waited all fucking week for that, JP. That's why I asked you for your camera.
That's all right, because wait till you see the fucking setup.
You know what? You should be the spokesperson for Yeti microphones. Like you make a Yeti microphone look like a can of beer in Andre the Giant's hand.
Wait till you see the setup I have next week, bitch.
Dude, it sounds so good, so clear.
Does it?
Yeah, you actually sound like you do on my phone now. Like you don't sound all big and gnarly and girly and stuff.
Wait till you see the setup next week. That's all I'll say.
You're recording professionally, right?
Next week? Yeah. If not next week, the week after, I'll be in studio.
We're kind of doing this different. Like I said, let's not let's record right away. Because how long has it been since we talked?
A while.
Okay, so like the first 5 minutes, this is usually our conversation, right?
Yeah.
That we're gonna let the listeners listen into, right?
Sure.
That we picked up, like what are you doing today? What's your plan today?
Well, I'm hoping. I was just telling you how one of the local wrestlers passed away.
Yes. Oh, what's his?
Yes.
I saw some posts on Paladino's Facebook and Twitter and some others. I've been absent from fucking social media so bad, but like.
Nick Steele passed away yesterday. I don't know details other than that. In his home promotion, where he was supposed to headline a show today, is still running the show.
So they're still running.
Yeah, so I'm going to try to go to that because I figure they're going to do a nice tribute to him. I've only met him a handful of times, but he was always a good dude to me. So
you know what's so cool about this is when if Rich says he's a cool guy,
yeah,
or if AG says he's a cool guy, or if
or
if one of the ants or Razor or any of these other guys says, oh yeah, he's a good guy. It's so cool that we can just automatically go, okay, I get it.
Yeah.
Yep, I understand.
And this is a guy that Nick had a hand in training guys like AG, Vinny Masalia, TK O'Ryan. He wasn't like their head trainer, but he had a hand in it. He was training them, you know.
What part there's so much that goes into training, like physical psychology, like what was his part of that? Do you know?
He would have been in the ring with them actually during the training.
Okay.
So he would have been the one in there showing them a little bit of all of the above, plus just like
he was a training jobber. I mean, to an extent, but he also worked.
Yeah, but kind of. But he would have been, in the ring doing the drills with them and showing them how to do the drills and
technique. Like, hey, next time, put your weight here. Try your hand here.
Right.
Shift your weight there. That'll help you get to this place faster. The guy that knew knew the ins and outs of it.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, he started back in like 91, 92, depending on what report you believe.
Right.
So, I mean, by the time I came around in 04, 05, he had been already 10 plus years.
In.
He's like 2 years younger than me, I think.
Okay. Well, so, I mean, shout out to him and for everybody that had, something to do with him. It's
exactly.
It's a brotherhood I can't say that for me, but for a lot of individuals in this that were affected by it, it's huge, man. It's another brother.
Right. And that's what it was. And that's my plan. I'm trying to I know Pat from UFO is thinking about going to the show, so if he goes, he'll grab me up and we'll head down there together.
Talk a little bit more about, like, just for a minute, like UFO and like, dude. Let's take a couple minutes and talk about the people that were able to help out in the Northeast, just because we're able to do that with this.
Well, I mean, UFO was like Pat Dillon, who I knew well before wrestling.
Right.
I'm talking like I go back fucking, close to damn 40 years with Pat. Like we were probably 11 or 12 years old, and I'm 45.
Right after the right ball drop, but right before the left.
Yeah. So I mean, we were hanging on the corner together because Pat's brother hung with the older kids.
What kind of corner? When you say corner, what kind of corner? You got to tell everybody where you're from. What kind of corner?
That's what you do in the city. Like, back then, that's what you did in the city. You went and you had your corner where you hung out with your friends.
It's Southie.
Yeah, I mean, but that was I feel like that was every city.
No, it's not, dude. I'm telling you right now, it's not. Just telling you, it's not.
So, like, Pat and me, like, when Pat started 666 Fightwear, he was already in and out of wrestling. He was already done. He had done his little thing, trained at Kowalski's, and he was finished. But he had hit me up because he wanted to see if I knew anyone that would wear his T-shirts, the 666 Fightwear that he was starting out.
Is that still active and running?
Up and down. He's actually, I think, trying to sell it. So,
well, when you got a satanic symbol attached to Fightwear, it's kind of tough to get people to wear that.
He had guys like Marcus Camby who, like, I loved the design, but I could never wear that.
Yeah. I think we should give the Tito Ortiz. He'd wear it.
Well, I mean, Doomsday wore it.
Yeah. Butterbean probably wear it.
Huh?
Butterbean probably wear it.
Doomsday rocked it on, Doomsday wouldn't, because he would have, but he couldn't wear it to the ring. Because there was so many sponsorship shit that you would have had to sign with the UFC.
Yeah.
But he'd wear it to the weigh-ins. He'd wear it to, like, if he knew he was going to do the presses and stuff.
Yeah. I guess long story short, because you're long-winded a lot of times, it's been so long since we talked, is like, if people want to get booked in the Northeast, just email us.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean,
like, we don't have a lot of pull, but I'm telling you right now, if you're a decent dude, like the guys that we're mentioning right now, and you're somebody that somebody can vouch for, it's kind of like the mob, right? I mean, that's kind of why the TIW Mafia. It's like if we see something in you and you're a good person, you have a good heart, you do good things, you do what you can for the community, we're gonna help you out. Right?
I mean, we vouched for like Tunku, and he got booked UFO, and he comes up regular now.
Sir.
Yes, sir.
I think that's the most. I think that's the most time. I think you probably said "sir" in that hour than he did the entire year of 2019.
Oh yeah, absolutely. He demanded it. He was an asshole to me.
Yes, he was.
But he I knew he was a good wrestler.
We're not taking any credit in this. We just want to make sure that if somebody wants to do that, we'll throw their name out there.
Right. I'll vouch for the person as a good person, and I'm a fan of them, and show their tape to a promoter. I've made suggestions to Caleb at New England All-Star.
Like how you said tape.
Well, it's, I'm old school. And, there is a lot of, like, promoters that will listen to me.
You know what I'm doing today?
What are you doing?
Remember what I'm doing today?
Yeah, you're watching some car race.
I'm in now redneck and stuff down Alabama stuff and do you.
If I don't go to the show tonight, you know what I'll watch? I'll watch cars.
I'm going to watch NASCAR. I'll watch them go round, circle, left, turn off that long, 500 miles.
I'll go on Disney Plus and watch cars instead.
It's bets. Wait, be up in NASCAR, be. It'll be on 500 miles, go round and round. JP, you have lots of fun. Fox Channel, Fox Sports all day long. Go SmackDown.
You watching any XFL today?
Absolutely. I'm gonna have both games on. Yesterday's games are pretty weak, but Seattle's run game was pretty strong. Dude, Seattle. You know what's so cool about the XFL? Like, it's gonna take a couple of years, but when these players see the opportunity that they're gonna have to showcase their abilities, like that kickoff. Like, I know you were talking about it, and it's the first time I got a chance to watch it. That kickoff is cool as shit. Like, they have to stand there until the receiver catches the ball, and then it's like a rugby scrum right there.
It's crazy, isn't it?
The 2-minute warning rules, exceptional. Like, I love them.
So what I was thinking of that shouldn't be a 2-minute warning. It should be a 3:16 warning.
Oh yeah, like in the glass breaks, right?
No, but that's they're trying to distance themselves so far from.
Why would you though? WWE. Why would just think about all the stuff right now?
Because he got caught fixing the games last time.
Okay, what's the NFL going to steal from the XFL this season? What do you think? One thing they're going to steal? I know what it is.
I do too. It's going to be the because the NFL already does something similar, just not live. They're going to steal the headsets.
You think so?
Yes, they're going to steal you. You're going to be able to hear the coaches talking to the players live.
I think they're going to steal the replay.
I think
they're gonna air the replay so they can do it quicker and faster and add a commercial break in there with it, because then it becomes part of the game.
And they'll and I think you'll be able to listen to the replay, like to the judges
and the justification behind it, right?
But the problem is, like, the NFL judges aren't actually at the arena.
They should be.
Yeah, but they're in New York. You know,
especially in Philadelphia. Especially in Philadelphia, they should be in Philly making that call.
But you know what I mean. But like, I like that. You can hear the officials talking to them, like.
The one replay yesterday, where the rule is like, if the kid catches if they catch the ball, it can touch the ground, but it cannot influence the catch. Right? That's the key word. It cannot influence the catch. Right. I think. So 2 hands on the ball, went down, ball hit the ground, didn't move. Kid had 2 hands. Quit licking your microphone like that. I know it says a Yeti on it, but you cannot lick it. You could hear the referee go, yeah, he caught it. He had control. Ground didn't cause him any additional time to make the catch. He already made it. So it's a catch. I don't see a way we don't overturn it as a catch. I mean, the review literally took 20 seconds, maybe 25. But here's the kicker of that. Like, the NFL isn't going to do that because they look at that as an opportunity to put a commercial in there and make more money. Where the NBC and XFL do it is, well, let's take a longer break in between or other places and make this more like a foot or a soccer game with in-game advertisements and rely less on commercial breaks.
Yeah, well, I think a lot of the reasoning for that is that the NFL has control of the networks. If a game runs long, guess what? The next show is getting bumped.
Right.
The XFL doesn't have that power yet. So the NFL is tight on the 2 hours.
Have to be, right?
Right. So I think that, and that's the reasoning for a lot of the rules. That's and I'll watch some tonight. I haven't picked my team yet. It's probably going to take me half a season to figure out who my team is.
I got mine.
Who's yours?
I am officially a Houston fan.
See, I was thinking Dallas.
You and Rucker. Why don't you guys hold hands and skip down the fucking street together?
No, because this could be the one chance Dallas has to win a football game.
Oh, my God. A meaningful football game. They can win football games. I'm just talking about the meaningful. They just have to focus, JP, on their defense. Like, they can win football games. But the meaningful ones, like, all down the leg.
You know, the rumor up here is that Dallas is trading Dak and yet to make a play for Brady.
I'd go with that.
I don't know who would turn faster.
If Brady goes to a different team, he is no longer the greatest quarterback of all time.
I don't know who would turn faster. I don't know if I would turn on Brady faster or if Rucker would turn on the Cowboys faster.
Ooh, that'd be a. I'm not a betting.
Can we talk about him for a minute? Can we talk about Chris Rucker?
Dude, yeah, absolutely. And Marty. We can talk a little bit about Marty.
How about Boot to the Face blowing up?
It's just because it's a good podcast, dude.
And they're doing like so much. Like they announced it, so we can talk about it. He's gonna do a Cowboys specific podcast.
Press Pass podcast, Dallas specific.
On Press Pass, which is like Press Pass is mainly like New England type of sports site. So to have like a Cowboys podcast on that, it speaks volumes.
Well, they just need another asshole in the group.
Well, they found one.
Mm-hmm.
But how?
It's a good thing. It's a good thing he has Marty to balance him out.
Like we understood. We didn't know what was happening to us when we blew up.
No, we didn't have any idea. We had no idea what was happening to us.
We had to watch it from our side and kind of figure out how to control it. And how fun is it to watch someone that like we're friends with go through the same thing?
Dude, he's freaking out.
Yeah,
he won't admit it, but I know. I mean, it's like you talk to him more than I do, just because I'm a little bit more busy with my stuff going on, and he is too. But you do it out of I think just to harass, and then you guys have your conversation. But dude, it's congrats to them and like people like Talkamania too, like Dez and J Mom for just doing what they. It's cool to just hang out and watch people set goals and achieve them, and then continue to move forward.
Right, and to figure out how to grasp it in a way where he's doing another podcast now, and
same with you could look at RJ Krasinski's podcast, like he's interviewing people through the NWA and grabbing some of those guys. Montezi with his music and Swerve down there. Like he's grabbing some cool ass people. He had Cesaro the other day. Like it's just cool. It's just fun to see these guys branch out and take advantage of their positions and have fun with it.
And how about NWA Power?
NWA Power.
And their newest tag team?
Dude, how many episodes of NWA Power have I watched?
I don't know.
1.
Oh. So do you know who their newest tag team is?
No. Do you remember what I said when this started?
No.
I said, I'm going to wait until they have at least 20 under their belt. 20. 20, right? Because what is that, a half hour?
Yeah.
So that'll take me 10 hours, right, to consume that. And I'm going to see where, for me, like the first 20 hours of programming, sometimes 10, in this instance, right, is going to tell me the direction that this place is going to go. Because I guarantee you that they're on a plateau right now.
You got the Dawsons, which is one of the NWA's big tag teams right now.
Is Trevor Murdoch there, right?
Yep.
Wow.
And so you got the Dawsons, and they're in the ring, and they come out with the Pope now.
What?
Yeah.
How about the Von Erichs? Are they there yet?
No.
MLW.
They're still MLW, okay. Right? And Eddie Kingston. You can
see where I'm going with this, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And Kingston's out there.
Eddie?
Oh yeah, and he's tagging with Homicide there.
Shut your mouth.
Yeah.
Shut your mouth.
But Homicide's not there for one of the weeks. But Kingston's like, but I got some friends with me. And who comes down through the crowd? The Bouncers.
Shut your mouth. Really?
Yeah. Yeah, their new contract allows them, their new Ring of Honor contract gives them basically freedom to do anything on the internet.
Can I interrupt you for a second?
Yeah.
So here's what I'm going to encourage people to do, right? Ring of Honor used to be the place that everybody ran from, right? It should be the place that everybody runs to sign that contract, because you can not only get a guaranteed contract from them to work for them for a certain amount of years, you can also negotiate the ability to work for other promotions for whatever you negotiate with them.
Well,
right?
Yeah, and here's the thing: is like, I mean, I'm friendly with Brian Malonis.
Yes,
okay.
Confirmed.
And I was talking to Brian at a couple of shows when I knew he was negotiating, and I would just say, "Hey, how's it going?" And he would clue me in, and Brian was smart. And if you watched, I tweeted a few things that Brian tweeted. about looking at other places, or I might have to go somewhere else. But Brian, I knew Brian didn't want to go anywhere else. I knew that was a negotiation tactic, so I would message him, say, "Hey, is it cool if I retweet this for you?" He'd say, "Yes, please." Send it out, done deal. Not saying we had any weight in it, and we didn't. But just trying to help a friend out and share his message a little.
Yeah.
And Brian loves Ring of Honor. He likes the schedule.
I love Ring of Honor. I have loved Ring of Honor since fucking day one. Yes.
You know, the schedule, the fact that he gets to be with his family, because Brian's a father of 2 young kids.
Two really cool kids. 2 really cool young kids. They can do a lot of really cool shit.
His daughter is like a huge wrestling fan.
And son, not so much.
No.
Right?
No. His son likes the toys, but his son doesn't go to a lot of the shows.
Yeah. Yeah. He's like, it's the Mick Foley thing all over again.
But his it's just cool to see that, and to see, like, locally, a lot of times he'll bring like his kids to the shows, and it's cool to see how they react to their father coming out.
It is. I was thinking about this before we did this podcast today. Like, we don't get to talk together as much as we typically would. Fucking horrible grammar right there. But we're like a couple of bitches. Like, we used to talk like on a daily basis, right?
Yeah.
I mean, really, we did. There's times that we will go a couple days now before we communicate. So, like, us doing this podcast is what it was like 15 years ago, where there wasn't the cell phones and shit, like the amount of information that was flying everywhere. It was really, we had to talk to each other because we had to communicate what the fuck was going on all the time.
Right. And you paid attention. Me and you have always paid attention to different products.
100%. That's why we work so well, is because you're on that.
I'm WWE and indie more. And not even so much WWE anymore.
Right. Yes.
And you're like Ring of Honor, CZW.
Impact. I have always.
Yes.
Always.
Yeah, back 100%. To the pay-per-view. Back to the
shadow of a doubt, been an Impact dude. Weekly, monthly, I don't care. Here's my money. Take it. I'm giving it to you, motherfucker. Spend it all. Whoop, whoop.
And that was the cool part about that is that started at the same time we did.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And we were with Nico and I, and then you and Joe, like, we had TNA covered. You guys had WWE covered, with the amount of people that you guys still know. The Cena connections, Cena Senior, Malonis, still the only man. God, we got to get. I just continue, like, him and Vince. We should make a wrestler too, and it should be about Brian Malonis.
He's the only. There's 2, and I don't even know who Brian was fighting that day, but there's only 2 people that have ever been in the ring, in an independent wrestling ring, with Vince McMahon.
And those are?
Brian Malonis and whoever he was wrestling that night.
Right? An independent wrestling ring, not affiliated with the WWE, but affiliated with John Cena.
Yeah, well, Cena was the guest ref.
So when are we taking breaks now? Are we taking a 20 and the 30 and the 40? Or when are we
we should take a 20 and 40.
Okay, let's take a 20 right now, real quick, and then I want to talk about Cena coming back, because I'm Mark, to WWE for a while, right? So if we're doing the 20 and 40, that's, you can't see me, that's 20 minutes that we can talk about the E. Then we can come back and talk about whatever the fuck else we want to talk about. Like,
yeah, I'm happy about this. Like, this show right now is so scattered, it's how we used to be.
I know, it's because it's us. Okay, guys, let's take a break. We'll come right back and we'll spill some utter bullshit.
What's up, TIW Mafia? We're back.
That was a legit 10-second break, just so everybody knows. It's like we didn't take a break to talk about shit. That was a legit 10-second break. But you're going to have 90 seconds of shit in your ear.
Just to put a pause in.
Dude, Cena. Like, I know you've got that shit. This is where we're so different. Like, I appreciate such good, pure wrestling, like no other. You know I do. Like, I appreciate it. But the one man, like the one man in my life that is the worst wrestler in the world, cannot do a single really chain move together more than twice.
But he can.
But he doesn't. That's the point. And
he doesn't have to.
Yes, he does. And the one man that really did put, besides Orton, OVW on the map, not you, Arsenal, John Cena. He is the man. He's the man. I'm gonna get hate, but I don't care. Like when you think of WWE and sports entertainment, I don't like. He's the man. He's on the Rushmore. He's on the 4 for me.
No.
Yes.
No.
For the product and the advancement of the product as a whole, 100%.
Okay.
If you include entertainment in that and not just the WWE product, there is a place for him on that.
No.
Fuck off.
Absolutely not. I think Cena's great, but who are you going to bump off? Macho, Steamboat, Flair, or Hogan?
Yes.
Who?
All of them.
Get out of here.
How much money has John Cena made the WWE as a whole?
Yeah. All right. If you're going to talk money wise, then
can you quantify that? No.
If you're going to talk money wise, then let's go NWO.
No, we can't. I'm talking John. You individually. You can't.
Stone Cold, The Rock.
Mm-hmm. John Cena. Say it. Say it.
Stone Cold, The Rock, Hogan.
Say it. John Cena.
And probably Cena. As far as selling merchandise.
Right? If you're selling merchandise, if you're making movies, if you're selling a product, if you want to be on Nickelodeon, if you want to be on the big screen, if you want to be anything everywhere all the time, it is Q John Cena. I know you hate this, but if you're real about it,
because that's a piss poor way of judging, because he could easily get knocked off by New Day if New Day gets a good push.
Absolutely, I agree with you, JP. It's an evolution, like it really is. But if you can name,
and
I mean, I put you on the spot, and you're right. Like you are right. Like Ric Flair, you could throw him in there, right? Ric Flair.
Not on merch though.
Why?
Not if you're talking merch sales.
Right now, you can.
Why? Because you got that Ric Flair drip.
Ooh, no, just how old he is. Like everybody wants a piece of this. Everybody wants a piece of it right now.
But
so to say all time, like there's no way. But if you like Austin, Flair, right, Rock, Cena, or are you putting H? Do you put Triple H on there? Are you going to put like HBK? You're going to put Rated R on there?
If I ever put Triple H on that list, it's just to piss off Rocca.
Do you know how big of a Triple H mark I was at one time?
Oh, me too. I love the whole
you see the DX tattoo on my forearm.
Yes.
Isn't that obnoxious?
It really is. It's kind of funny, though.
It's cool as fuck, isn't it?
Did you see, what's his face? Who's the Spanish kid in AEW? Guerrero?
Yeah, Sammy Guevara. Good job, though.
Did you see what he did?
When's the last time I watched AEW?
You didn't have to. This was on his vlog.
God.
And on the news sites. So he had a toy tank. And he went to the Royal Rumble.
What?
He had a toy tank.
And he went to the Royal Rumble.
Went to the Royal Rumble and was outside the arena.
Like this?
No, it was like a
like a toys,
like a Power Wheels type of thing.
Okay, I get you. That's funny, dude. That's funny. I'm an AEW fan, but again, it's just it's a product that is tried and true. It's WCW. It's driven by cool minds with a little bit of money. I just don't know about it yet, dude.
Do you follow Val Venus on Facebook?
I admittedly no. However, I will tell you this. I do respect Val Venus's opinions because a lot of times he is unadulteratedly correct.
Well, let's see how. So, you haven't followed AEW in the past week or so.
No, my thing is compartmentalized and it's in bits and pieces. So, like, what was relevant when we recorded last week is not relevant now.
So they put the women's title on Nyla Rose.
Do you know that should be on Sadie's belt? I mean, it can't happen until she's here full time, which is going to happen in the next 2 or 3 months. But that needs to be. I mean, she's a placeholder. I get why they're doing it because they need somebody that way. Why?
Because I'm going to call it. So Sadie.
Why? Because she's bisexual. Does she? What?
She's not bisexual. She's transsexual.
Oh, so.
She was born a man.
So she had once a vagina. What's wrong with that?
So Val Venus is all
any man
off.
that wants a vagina instead of a penis. Okay, whatever. I don't understand it because I can't relate to it. My brain isn't wired that way.
But Val Venus is all worked up because it's a spot that didn't go to one of the girls. But here's my thing, and you'll understand why I appreciate it in the end with what I'm going to call it.
Okay.
It gets. So you could put it on.
It gets the attention
put it on
Sadie.
Sadie.
Necessary.
You could put it on Chris Stat. You could put it on Brandy Rhodes. You could put it on any of the females there.
It's cheap, dude.
It's not going to get national attention.
No, I get you. I know what Val's saying. It's a dick move on Val's part. It's also a dick move on AEW's part. It's a dick move on
because
both
it's going to get. Well, it's a dick move on Nyla Rose's part.
Thank you.
But it's
a dick move all around.
It has potential to get national attention. It has potential to get national headlines. Sort of like my favorite WCW champion of all time.
Say it.
Say what?
Say who he is. Trip, just do it. I'm not even looking at you. Say it.
You know who it is.
David Arquette.
Yes.
Okay. So now that we got that out of the way, so I understand, dude. I get it. It's a business decision. Like, I know nothing about Nyla Rose because I choose not to. I don't think that she is a competitor in a women's division. She's not. She's not a competitor in a man's division. The lines are blurred, and I understand. And I look. AEW tried to do this originally in the first pay-per-view with that one African American guy that was bisexual, and it didn't get as much traction as it needed to do. So what do we do? Is let's level up a little bit. Okay, let's go ahead and move it up a little bit. To me, it's a little much, dude. It's too much. Like, I don't care, sexual preference, blah 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 aside. Don't have women's and men's belts then, guys and ladies. Just have a belt, and if that's what we want to do, then don't make it about. To me, it doesn't matter if you're bisexual, asexual, transsexual, metrosexual, whatever the fuck, sexual, homosexual, whatever, heterosexual. It doesn't matter. A belt's a belt, right?
Well, my shit with it is this. It's all a fucking work.
Of course it is.
Nobody
it's for the attention.
Out there now. I don't care if you're a 6-year-old watching pro wrestling or if you're a 50-year-old watching pro wrestling. Everybody knows it's not, that the finish is predetermined.
Yes, but the people that are participating are not. They are real life characters, dude.
They are.
Take serious.
But
some people take serious, I should say.
So, I mean, I'm trying to think of like an example.
Here's an example of this. This is what Eric Bischoff said. Good publicity, bad publicity. It doesn't matter. Just get any publicity.
I'm trying to think of like, would America have gone crazy if WWE put the belt on Gobbledygooka?
That stupid fucking turkey chicken motherfucker?
Yeah.
Yes. Well, no,
Why?
because the internet wasn't there like it is now. The internet commands what they do. This is the bullshit. This is the bullshit in this professional wrestling today, social media.
And I do see Val Venus's point in that it takes a spot away. It's a spot that should go to one of the girls, and it will. And it will go to one of the girls with a lot more attention on it than it would have had if it didn't go on Nyla Rose first.
Who in that, and to Val Venus's point, absolutely I agree. However, counterpoint, who in that locker room right now has the longevity, experience, and professionalism to carry that belt like Jericho carries, if you want to consider it the male version of that same belt? Name one.
Well, no one's got the longevity in there.
Zero.
Jericho. I think they'd all carry it with class and honor, though.
They would, but what I'm saying is the validity of the belt is in question because there is nobody that has the validity to carry a belt that is equal to the male version of that. It's cross-referenced for me, dude, you and I both know how new is women's professional wrestling to the industry.
It's not, but
for women's belts and women competing with men, how new?
Well, yeah, because the women's match was always it was never taken serious. It was always sort of a joke.
Yes. And now that the women are being taken serious, here's the deal. Is like, for me, professional wrestling has always been, there is no male and female belt. There is a belt. A belt. Because you cannot differentiate the two. The minute you do, then that female champion is going to be compared to the male champion each and every time.
That's...
I'm not being a dick, dude. I'm just being real. Like, if you want... Look at Impact. Look at Impact and the way that they handled their championship with Sammy and Tessa until the whole whatever fuck racist shit happened. Like, that's the track I was on. That's the track I will always be on. The track the WWE and the WWE universe will always be on is it's male and female will always be lesser than male.
But
until Big Daddy Vince is gone, right? And
that'll never happen.
Well, if we didn't have Triple H and Stephanie together with their daughters, we would not have the women's revolution we have now. If they had all boys, we would not have the women's revolution we have in WWE right now. Tell me I'm fucking wrong.
You're not, but it's I don't know. I think the fact that Vince sort of recognizes AEW as a thing already.
He can't deny it.
You gonna tell me Robbie E's character is not a spoof of Khan?
No, 100%. And it's the same reason why Evolve is there, and the same reason why Evolve and AEW are going after talent that are in Defy and Beyond and Chaotic and Limitless and Chikara and CZW and ROH. Like, it's just going to happen. This is always the way it's going to be. Right?
This is true.
So at what point does somebody like John Cena, circling back around, like, what solidifies his face, not just WWE wise, but like as a whole, progressing the product in ring, out of the ring? Like, if you were to really to do your for the 5 minutes we have left in this part before we move on to the independents that we love, like, for the 5 minutes, like, if you were to put four together, like in ring, and then in ring with the outer ring shit that they bring, I mean, would you still put Cena on that top four, like in that Mount Rushmore part? Think about him in relation to when Hogan left, Edge fucking had to retire, Hogan is too old and can't do anything, Flair's gone. Like, I mean, people ask me, I'm always prepared for this question because I will always back it up. Who picked the fucking torch up and ran with it? Who?
He didn't pick it up. It was handed to him.
By who?
By Vince, because he was a fucking... Prodigy. He was a bodybuilder.
He was a fucking prodigy that would do whatever he wanted to do to get to the top. He didn't give a fuck who he stepped on, how he stepped on, and who he squashed him.
So
as evidenced by the year-long feud between him and Dwayne Johnson, where they fucking hated, like, not disliked, but fucking hated each other.
But that feud wouldn't have been as good if it was Cena or anyone else. That feud was what it was because of The Rock.
You gotta have two. You gotta have two. If you don't have, you gotta pick one. You gotta pick a face and a heel on that. If you're for The Rock, but Cena's talking shit about him.
You know, I have a prediction for next year's WrestleMania too.
So do I. What's yours?
The Rock.
And?
Tag teaming with his daughter.
Against?
I don't know yet. I haven't decided yet.
Well, it can't be Noel and Mick.
No, but it could.
Was that a dick move?
No. But, I mean, Brett and Natalia, something like that.
Brett can't even fucking. Brett got taken out of the Hall of Fame.
No, he didn't.
Cena on your is quit avoiding the question. Is Cena on there? Is he on your top 4? Is he on the Mount Rushmore for WWE? As a whole?
No.
Who's on it then?
Hogan, Austin, Rock, Steamboat.
Fucking Steamboat.
Huh?
Why?
Because Steamboat is one of my all-time favorites.
Okay,
and even if I took
can't...
Steamboat out, Piper gets on there.
You already know how I feel about him.
About Piper?
Yeah.
Fucking greatest heel of all time.
Watch it. Do you know I miss those conversations, dude? That's the part that I'm trying to get off that hard drive, is those conversations.
No.
I know, dude. I have, no matter, and I know this is bullshit, and I know this is hard for you to hear, but like, I appreciate Hogan. I do. However, look, I put in moral character into this. I throw moral character in this. I do. Like, when I look all around, like, what the fuck does Hogan, like, this whole fucking Jimmy fucking the Love fucking sponge bullshit, like, all of this, and then his racist comments, like, all of that shit aside, I just don't see. You want to hear my 4?
Yeah.
Austin, Steve Austin, of course.
Yeah.
Right. The Rock, just happens. Just it is what it is, right?
Absolutely.
John Cena. I know you fucking hate it.
No,
I know.
that's all right. It's your opinion. It doesn't matter if your opinion's right or wrong. It's your opinion.
It is 100% right. Just so you know. Who's my 4th?
Sure.
Who's my 4th?
Your 4th? WWE? Edge.
Valid, very valid. However, who never, ever, ever, ever lost at Mania until Brock came around?
Taker.
Yep. Those are my 4. Like, those, if I'm talking WWE specific.
Those are 3 solid choices on there that you made.
You fucking leaving Taker out or Cena?
Cena.
That's our 20 minutes, motherfucker. Let's take a break. We're done talking about the E for right now, except we have NXT Portland. So, do we talk about the independents and then make our predictions now? Since it's about to go down tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah? Should we look at the card? Do you even know what the card is?
No idea.
Let's take a break. Let's pull up the card, and then we'll see if we can fuck up Talkamania and Boot to the Face, because we know those marks made predictions, right?
I would side with Marty if Marty stayed sober for his predictions.
I would side with Marty if Marty just stayed sober. Fuck the predictions part. Just stayed sober.
I'm Googling the card right now.
Okay, let's take a break. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children all ages. Just kidding. Fuck, that was a long time ago. I missed that. Don't you? I know. It's the Irish Whip. I'm Yeti. Josh. I'm here with JP. Since we never introduced ourselves, we should start doing that before and after breaks. I think that's what professional people do.
Well, that's because you don't know who the fuck they are, and they all know who we are.
That's true. Everybody knows who we are. Especially if you're listening to us, you know who the fuck we are. Thank you guys for listening again.
No introduction necessary. Kind of a big deal. Just kidding.
Dude.
Not really that confident.
So if I ran through this card and you'd know it was an NXT match, like, are you looking at this card? Are you looking at it?
It's a good card. It's a really good card.
Oh my god, dude! Oh my god, dude!
The Broserweights.
Are you serious? Balor and Gargano in a singles match?
The Broserweights.
The Dakota Kai Tegan Nox comes from War Games, right?
Yeah.
Plus, a year ago, Tomasa had to give up the NXT Championship because of the injury, right?
Yeah.
And that's when Adam Cole took the belt. Am I right? Fuck, dude. This is funny.
Every match on this is like a great match.
Yeah, Rhea took out Shayna. back in December. See, I know what the shit's going on.
Are they
Bianca
gonna-
Belair and her hair is amazing, dude. She's dominant as fuck.
Are they going to put the North American title on Dominic Dijakovic?
Him and Keith Lee have battled forever, dude.
Dude,
as
back
always,
to the-
I think it's evenly
back to the
matched every
independents.
time. Yeah, dude. Yeah, back to the independent. It's the same thing. Like Dakota Kai, like she got fucked out of the War Games thing because at the last minute, Mia Yim got attacked. Dakota Kai was the one that fucked that up. Man.
Can I just say we won Oni Lorcan?
Oni Lorcan. Why?
Oni, he's great on 205 Live, but Oni would fit so well into any match on this card.
Can you imagine Oni Lorcan and Finn Balor?
Oh.
Right? Like, that's my match that I want. That's the one that I want.
Oni is another just good guy.
Or even throw Drew in there for a 3-way.
Yeah.
Or bring AG up from Evolve.
So,
Just saying.
Did I tell you what I said? What I told Drew Cadero?
What?
The Beyond's promoter. I
What?
told him that we wanted a promo code for independent wrestling TV.
By the way, everybody, Beyond Wrestling is my favorite promotion in the world right now, above all else. Just so you know, like that's a promotion because that's where everybody's picking their talent from.
I told them that we wanted a promo code for there, and since AG's promo code is Hulk Hogan,
yeah,
we wanted ours to be Macho Man.
Fuck that.
What?
I want ours to be Harlem Heat.
Well, they're brothers, you know.
I know. According to whatever article you read, they're real brothers.
There was an article out there, guys, and you can't believe. One thing me and Josh and Joe and Nico never tried to be was wrestling, quote unquote, reporters
or historians or anything, dude.
Journalists. We're just people that like wrestling and we like talking about it. But these people that try to be reporters, like I saw one of those lists today, and it was like 8 real WWE siblings or 8 real WWE families and 7 fake. And one of the reels, and it was the only one I think that was inaccurate. And I do understand that they are best friends that go back to childhood in that
forever ago, dude.
Stevie Ray saved Booker's life.
100%.
But they're not blood relatives, and that's what this article was supposed to be, and that's what it claims that they are.
Stevie Ray is not the brother to Booker T. End of story. Okay, we got 10 minutes. Dude, we got 14 minutes. We got time. So, again, I have not unboxed my Davey Cole 1 of 1 Rhea Ripley custom Funko Pop at this point in time because I can't. I think it's physically impossible for me to bring Rhea Ripley out of the box.
That you paid so much money for, and
I paid a lot of money for that Funko custom pop of Rhea.
But Davey does such good work.
Dude, Davey and some of the things like that Woo sticker that he does, the Wu-Tang with Ric Flair and the Wu-Tang, I missed out on those again. So I'm gonna run down. Do you want to run down the card and then we can do our predictions, or do you want me to run on the card and then we can do our predictions? Because I can run the predictions really quick. Okay, so where do you want to start?
Tegan.
So Dakota Kai versus Tegan Knox.
Yeah.
Okay, where are you?
Dakota Kai.
Why?
I don't know, honestly.
Knee injury, has to come back and make a mark. She's been away too long. They got to get to the front real fast, right?
Yeah, and it's just a feeling. It's just that, I guess.
Just that you got to push her, right?
Right.
I think it kind of makes sense for her to beat Knox, even though it's close. Plus, if Rhea fights anyone on the road to WrestleMania, I think Dakota Kai would be the easiest pick to challenge because she's an ultimate heel. And it gives Rhea somebody to kind of beat up all the way, right? I mean, kind of the street fight bullshit, whatever, all the way there.
Right.
Okay. So we're kind of in agreement on that, aren't we?
I think we are.
Dakota Kai defeats Knox, right?
Yeah. Absolutely. I think so.
Who's next?
The next one I got, and I think we're going to disagree on this one, is Finn Balor versus Johnny Gargano.
Oh, fuck you. How are we going to disagree? Okay, how are we going to disagree?
I get a feeling you're going to go Balor, and I'm going Johnny Wrestling.
That's just, dude. I think Gargano works best when he's the underdog, where his back is always against. Like, he always has something to prove, right? So if Balor wins, then Johnny Gargano's like the whole I'm against the ropes, I'm whatever, right? I think for the first match, Finn Balor has to beat Johnny Gargano. For the first time they meet, I think Balor has to win. If they have a second
match, this is Takeover. I mean, this is a big deal.
It is. That's why fucking Finn has to win. He came down to the Raw roster to fucking compete. He's not going to lose to fucking Johnny Wrestling. And I don't mean that in a dismissive part. I just know that he came down from Raw to be in NXT, and he's not going to lose to Johnny fucking Wrestling the first time they wrestle. As a mark. I
think he will because
as a mark.
So who's it do more for? Does it do more for Balor to win, or does it do more for Gargano to win? It does more for Gargano to beat Balor.
It does, but you can't fucking continue to have Finn Balor lose the talent, like we've said, over and over and over again. Like, he has to begin to prove his dominance in NXT again, and I think by him losing to Gargano just is bullshit. It's not going to happen from a Mark's perspective here, right?
Yeah, see, I told you we would disagree.
But you go with Johnny Wrestling, fucking traitor. What's next?
You know what's funny is a year ago, we would have still disagreed on that, but would have been opposite.
Absolutely opposite. I know.
The next up, I got the North American Championship match, Keith Lee versus Dominik Dijakovic. And I'm going with sort of the homer pick here of Dominik Dijakovic.
Dijakovic?
Dijakovic.
Dijakovic?
Dijakovic.
I can't, dude. I can't.
What's funny is nobody from New England can say it.
I can't either.
If you listen to the wrestling podcast About Nothing,
yeah,
they mispronounce it all the time, and those guys are legitimately friends with them.
Yeah, it's Dijakovic, right?
Yeah, it's Dijakovic. But I think he wins not because I'm not just being a homer here, but because I think Keith Lee is ready. And I think they think Keith Lee is ready.
Dijakovic. What is it?
It's Dijakovic.
What happened to Dijakovic?
I don't know.
Or am I fucked up?
So I think Keith Lee is ready to go up. I think they think Keith Lee is ready to go up. So I think Keith Lee is going to go main roster.
I think it's a Lee win or there's no finish to it. Be that a dick move, but there always has to be a no finish in one match. In one pay-per-view almost, right? This is my no finish I'm picking. Like, I'm almost picking a no finish in all of these from now on with the WWE because that's what has become predictable, and I think this is the match that there is a no finish in. And Lee keeps the title.
See, I think Lee loses the title and goes up.
That's two we disagreed on?
Yeah.
What the fuck is going on?
I don't think we'll disagree on this next one.
Why are there the boozerweights instead of the bouncers? Oh, sorry, the boozerweights. I apologize.
No. Hang on, and I'll read this because now you're mispronouncing the name. The NXT Tag Team Championship match. The Undisputed Era, Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly, the champions, versus the Broserweights.
Bullshit, dude.
Broserweights. Matt Riddle and Pete Dunne.
I get it. I love it. Like, I think it's a cool as shit tag team. And I love the fact that the bro man keeps talking shit to Lesnar and everybody else calling them pieces of shit. Because I think he'll legit kick their ass. But
no, Lesnar would fucking kill him in a real fight. Are you kidding me?
I think Riddle would fucking go ape shit and eat ears.
Just on You got to remember, like, Lesnar was also a champ in that same fucking league.
Fuck Lesnar. I think he's a fucking pussy.
Say that to him.
I will. And then I'll punch him in the balls and run.
Yeah, real quick.
Because I know I'm faster than that fucking fathead piece of shit.
I think Undisputed Era retains.
I'm going with bros, man. Bro.
I love that he wears the slides.
Yeah.
With the do you notice what slides they are though?
They're Nike, aren't they?
They're Nike. No, they're Nike. They're the ones with the fanny pack built in.
Yeah. And he kicks them off.
Right. But what's more bro than that? Your slides have a fanny pack.
Weed.
Yeah, lots of that. And then you got the NXT Women's Championship match. Rhea Ripley versus Bianca Belair.
Don't care. Rhea. All the way to Mania, baby.
Rhea, I think,
all the way to Mania. Not this year's Mania, but all the way to next year's Mania.
I think Rhea. But I also think Bianca. But if Bianca wins, Rhea goes up.
Think about Flair and Ripley already in the works in WrestleMania, right?
And there's talks of what's her face coming back? UFC. Why can't I think of her name?
Rhonda?
Yeah.
Well, Tito's down there at the Performance Center training too.
Is he?
Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
Why did I not get filled in on this? Are you sure?
Are you talking to me directly, or are you just talking in general?
Yeah, well, a little bit of both. It's not like I don't know people who've been down there training recently.
Right? No, it's Ortiz is down there. Check your sources, motherfucker.
Yeah, well, I'll have to talk to him.
Him or her.
Him.
Them.
I can say, I mean, Brian Fury was just a trainer down there again for a week. 2 weeks, I think, actually. Last month.
So you're saying the bros are weights lose, and I'm saying they win.
Yes.
Okay. I win, you lose. Just saying.
I think we both agree Ripley wins. But I do think there's potential that Belair wins if Ripley goes up. But for the sake of the predictions, I'm saying Ripley.
I think Ripley's the Adam Cole of NXT. I think she stays no matter what and always holds that belt for a little while and doesn't ever move anywhere for right now.
And speaking of Adam Cole, baby.
That's stupid. He retains it. He keeps it. I don't care who you are.
It's Tommaso, though, man.
Doesn't matter.
It's Tommaso. And here's the shit. And this isn't a homer pick on my part. I did not like Tommaso as a wrestler when he was up on the Indies up here.
Okay, can I stipulate this one?
Sure.
If the WWE's reasoning or intentions are to have Ciampa versus Balor for a title in Tampa, then Cole and Gargano have to lose. But nothing's there yet. I'm just saying, like, if that's their intention, then both Adam Cole and Johnny Gargano have to lose tonight. I don't want them to. I'm picking Adam Cole for that reason, but to advance storylines, belts, and the fact that I don't know. Do you move the Undisputed Era out of NXT, or do you keep them there because of how solid it is?
I think right now you keep them there because I think NXT needs that sort of cement, you know?
Yes. It's like the DX of WWE when it was there at that point in time.
Right.
The Undisputed Era needs to be there, but there needs to be a shakeup. Like somebody needs to come out and somebody needs to come in, right?
I think so.
Okay. Well, so you're picking. You're saying
I'm picking
Cole loses.
Tommaso.
Okay, I'm Adam Cole, so that's 3.
That's good.
That's 3, dude. Well, actually, what'd you say about Rhea? Said is Rhea?
I'm going to pick Rhea officially, but I just think there's a chance you could. I think that's like a 50-50. But I'm going with Rhea.
Okay. Dude, that's an hour. We did this in an hour.
Yeah. Dude, how good's it feel? Because when was the last time we both did it together?
Define it, and then I can tell you.
This.
A while. It's been a hot minute, dude. It's been a hot minute.
And how did I tell? We didn't tell everyone. Like last week, I got to meet Junior.
Which one?
Junior.
Your son?
Flying Brian.
Oh, that's right. The BP2. I call him BP2. I call him BP2.
What's cool with him is he's going to be up in this area more. And him, AG, they've all agreed to come into studio.
Flying Brian Pillman II.
How cool is that?
Or, if you don't listen to our interview, Brian Pillman Jr.
Yeah, right. It was right after that he was like, "Nah, I'm going with Junior."
Yeah, it's like we got him right. Like as soon as we interviewed him, then everybody else picked up. And it was at that point in time was like, nah. I'm like, I love my dad. I miss him. My sister's amazing. My mom's amazing. My grandparents are there. I'm gonna be the second. I'm gonna pay homage to my dad next week. Brian Pillman Jr.
Can I just tell you the mullet is real?
Oh, dude, did you touch it yet?
No.
He knows it. Can you do that True TV nose the mullet on Brian Pillman Jr.? I want to. How long can you nose the mullet? Specific.
What like Impractical Jokers?
Yeah, where they put the nose on the dude's shoulder. Can you nose the mullet?
And he's doing a lot up in New England now.
He's a good kid.
So he'll be up. He'll be in studio at some point.
Remember what all started that? The tweet. Remember the tweet? Your tweet about the pool.
Yes. Oh man.
Well, TAW Mafia, thanks again for hanging out with me and JP. I know it's been a long hour.
It's been a fun hour.
I'm going to go get ready for NXT Portland, dude, and see if you're wrong and I'm right.
I'm right and you're wrong.
Mm-mm.
I'm left and you're right.
Nut in your mouth.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Guys, you know what I was thinking? And this is a real quick side note before we go off the air.
Sidebar, let's do it.
XFL is on FanDuel.
Yes.
What if we set up a private league?
What if I can't play that because I'm fucking Montana and it's illegal?
Is it really?
Yeah, it's stupid.
That's insane.
But yes, I'm getting ready to go watch the XFL game right now. I'm a minute late. And hey, I mean, I sit right to some beer and we gotta hang out, want some row Winnebago on top lawn chair. Mm-hmm.
You go watch your hillbilly road race. Hey, can I tell
What? I know you got something on your tongue. Do it. You gotta say it.
Hey, I got a joke. Oh, and this is just completely nothing wrestling related.
If it's not Casey Spinelli good, meaning up to her standards, which hers are good. They're real good. They're clean. They're funny.
It's not clean.
They're on. Oh, gee. Okay, then disappoint me.
What's the thing about fucking a chick in Wyoming?
Oh, God. Can we not go there?
You're actually fucking a chick in Wyoming.
You're horrible. You just offended the 2 people in Wyoming that listen to our podcast.
I will take that out if you choose.
No, keep it in. You'll piss those 2 people off.
Sorry, Wyoming. I love you.
No, you don't.
All right, guys. That's all we got for today. I hope you enjoyed it. We got
follow us on at what? 3 Irish Boys Twitter.
3 Facebook? Irish Boys on Twitter.
With a Z.
Same Irish thing on IG. Probably gonna set up a Snapchat this week, I think.
I want you to snap how big you make everything else look small. Like that.
Well, I mean, you think about it with the changes that we got coming, and we touched on a little bit of it, but there's actually a studio coming. Like we joke about TIW about the Cloverleaf Studios.
It's not the Irish Whip. It is Technical Issues Weekly. It is TIW.
But like that's all coming to an end. Like I'm taking production classes next week.
But will you learn?
Yes.
Will you be a learned soul? Will you be a learned kid? Will you have yourself an educated degree, son?
We're going to have access to the highest tech software. We're going to have access to the high-tech equipment.
Tell me, bitch.
Dude, we're going to be able to go live and take calls.
Really?
Yes.
Who's your daddy now?
Like, it's insane.
Busted Open Radio, we're coming for you.
We're going to be on another network. We're going to be on another network where we're going to be clean. Like FCC regulation clean.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah.
Oh,
the documents that I signed this week.
What's the words you can't say? Shit, cock, cunt, motherfucker, cock, sucker.
Pretty much half of the words we said this week.
What? Hole? I don't know.
But, like, we have a green room.
We do?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God, dude. What are we going to do?
Well, yeah.
I feel like we're the Swerve City podcast now.
It's so cool. The studio's got room for a few people, so we will have guests coming through.
In New England, that
I think our first one will be AG. AG's already said, "Hell yeah, I'll come through." And I think
our second guest should be the hot sauce man, the one and only Cannonball.
If I can get him up to Mass, I will do that with them.
Okay, that's your boyfriend. Go get that.
That's actually that's UFO Pat.
All right, dude, let's get out of here.
Who's got a show coming up this Wednesday in Malden, Mass. So check it out if you're in the area. Buy a ticket. It's going to be a good one.
All right, dude.
All right, guys.
Tell your mom hi.
I will. Bye.
See, we're done.